Hello, my name is Jimmy Brown. I'm the Gossamer Think developer. This video will demonstrate a multiple programmable steady rest project on an LB-45 with a 3-meter bed length. The customer's previous process was on an old Hardage long bed lathe. They had 4 or 5 manual steady rest, and during the setup the operator had to manually add or remove the steady rest from the machine and then move each steady rest to the proper positions. This was a very time-consuming process, especially on days with the high amount of part number changeovers. It could take 45 minutes to well over an hour just to set up the steady rest part of it. And you'll see in this video that we've got that time down to less than 2 minutes, which is pretty impressive. Here's what you're seeing is the parked position of the 4 steady rest. There's a steady rest on the 3rd base, and the first steady rest is mounted on the 1st base, and steady rest 2 and 3 are mounted on the middle base. This is the position that the steady rest go to after a part run. So when the last part for that part run is finished, the G-code is called and the steady rest are moved to this position. This gets everything out of the way as close to the spindle as possible. Then when the next part number is called up, the part's loaded, cycle start, the G-code is called and the steady rest know based on the NC program where they need to be moved to. It goes into a macro and moves each steady rest into the proper position. The way that's done is the Z-axis comes over to the pin position. A pin is fired into the bottom of the slide and moved to the next position. You'll see in the interface what's happening during this process. Here is the interface. This is on a separate touch screen below the control. This is all touchscreen buttons. For example, this button here is an open close button. If you click on it, it will close the steady rest. This will be animated and it will notify you that it's closed. This is a pin advance and retract button, so it notifies you if it's advanced or retracting. These buttons are disabled during auto or MDI mode, so they cannot accidentally be bumped. These other buttons are part of the interface for doing other things like barcode scanning. This is a park all button, which they can push this and cycle start, and it will move the steady rest, all the steady rest to the park position just by pressing the button and then cycle start in MDI mode. As you'll see, when the Z-axis comes over into position, this little red LED will turn green. This notifies you, like if you're in pulse wheel mode or when the Z-axis is in position, that it's okay to fire the pin. This will turn green. Once it's advanced, these numbers will turn to 0 because this position is no longer good. When the Z-axis will move to the new position, the button will show that it's retracted. The light will be green and this new value will be locked in so it knows where to go the next time around. This is going to happen quite quickly. I apologize for that, but I was trying to keep this video as short as possible. So you'll see all that activity right here. Advanced, numbers go to 0, moves, and captures the new position. Now it moves over to the second steady rest base and then moves it to the next position. These steady rests can be moved, open, closed, and moved while the NC is running. So if there's a reason that the steady rest have to go to a new position, you can see here the second one working. If the steady rest needs to go to a new position while the NC is running, it's no problem. They just program that new position and it will go there. A couple safeties built in is that the I just paused this for a second, is that the spindle cannot turn if either one of the steady rests is not closed or if the tailstock is not in position. And likewise, if the spindle is turning, the last steady rest could not be opened unless the tailstock is in position or the spindle is stopped. So as the last one moves into position, you'll see the interface come up, and you'll see it get captured here. And I want to thank you. If you have any questions on this, you can contact me. Again, Jimmy Brown at 1-800-228-5174, and they'll put you in contact with me. Thank you.